Get the mic on you. And then you can go ahead and come sit down. Before I get set up, you could tell me about this, because I'm intrigued. The website's called Dangerous Things?
Yeah. You even got a sticker in here if you want to place it up at the front.
Do you work for them?
No.
Oh, okay. Just like them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a sticker. I'm an artist. We love stickers.
Oh, yeah. And then I do know that if you feel comfortable doing more stuff like this in the future, you can register yourself as an official vendor in Houston, Texas
For
to
them?
do more stuff like this.
Interesting. Yeah, I would have to go on their website.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to look into that. I watched the video a few times. So I feel like I got it, but do you know like the exact placement?
Yeah, so it's going to be like right in this area right here.
Okay.
And it's like subdermal piercing kind of thing. It's like below the dermal skin layer, so it's not really going into a muscle or anything.
Right.
So it should be very simple. So when I squeeze my hand like this, it's going to push the chip more up because my muscle's pushing on it.
You said you do cybersecurity?
Yeah.
You work with AI a lot?
Yeah, it makes things a lot faster and easier.
It's not one of those things that's like AI is gonna take our job type of.
No, more like if you wanted an answer to a question, instead of looking at 1,000 books and 1,000 web pages to try and find an answer, it's going to summarize everything up with the culmination of the entire internet and everything that's ever been published in the book.
Right. Makes everything a lot easier.
Yep.
That's how I feel about it, but people get scared of things, you know?
Yeah, and if you don't know like anything in IT or whatever, you can ask it a question, then ask it to, you know, give you more details or explain it to you as if you were like a 10-year-old or something. And
well, let me ask you this, because you've been doing it before AI, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. So do you feel like there's things that you learned along your path of doing it that now just wasn't even necessary?
So a lot of people kind of hate AI in the corporate world because of the fact that they want you to know how to do everything by hand. So me, whenever they ask me to do any kind of programming skills in cybersecurity, they want me to know how to do it without having to Google it. I just
Why?
like a read and write it kind of thing. Mainly because they feel like their code is so unique for their company or business that they don't want that to get stolen by someone else, like intellectual property or something.
If you using this, then it's in that cloud, and then okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I didn't know if you meant like just a insurance thing, like they just want to be able to.
I mean, there is cybersecurity insurance in case they ever get hacked, so that way we can. It essentially pays for whatever losses they have, and then for their customer base, they basically have it to where they can pay for identity theft insurance for at least up to 6 months to a year, depending on what their insurance covers. But they have to like follow all these rules and regulations, which I do help a lot of those businesses or corporate entities navigate around that, make sure that they are following those security standards.
Okay. Was it a lot to learn? For you?
Stuff like that is naturally easy for me. I know a lot of the people that I worked with, they more struggle with it more. Like they don't fully understand their job position in a way that I feel like they should. But I mean, cybersecurity is ever-changing world. There's going to be something you don't know eventually, but then you'll look it up and now you know it. So.
I mean, it's probably kind of the name of the game, right? Because if you're being the security, then everything else is trying to figure out how to get around it.
Yeah.
You have to keep changing.
So I normally I follow a lot of hackers and vulnerability researchers because I like to know what kind of work they do, and they like to talk about it in their blog or whatever. And so I usually read those up because I like to know, you know, what's the new latest craze going on in cybersecurity.
Hey, you ever been on the other side? You ever been like a a hacker?
Yeah, I would say like there are some situations that will require you to do things that isn't necessarily legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't got to talk about it. I just wanted to know because I feel like it's like I would liken it to like the police with the criminals. Like they're the same
Yeah.
sides of both.
I think
of one
I think
coin.
of like the police like this. They're the government's form of a gang to essentially.
To be the protection against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while police officers, they themselves don't know the law, they're enforcing something they don't even understand. So that's why I call them like a gang, because if you really were like an officer of the law, you would understand the law. None of them are lawyers. That's why
Yeah,
they
I
arrest
never thought about it
people,
like that.
and they have people that are district attorneys usually working at the place where you're usually getting your ticket or you have to go to court for. And those are officers with a law degree. So they can be a police officer, but they're usually at the courthouse, arguing the case of the officer. Because, for example, recently for me, I was involved in a car accident where they couldn't determine if it was a red light or not. The officer even told me he couldn't determine if it was a red light or not, but he issued me a ticket as if I passed the red light. He had zero evidence. They offered him evidence, but he refused it. So I had to get a lawyer just to fight against the district attorney's lawyer, just so that way I can get that whole thing dismissed, because of the fact that he refused any key evidence. What evidence do you have? What's your reason for, cause?
Yeah, for writing the ticket. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing with that. You never. They don't have to have it. Like you said, they don't even know the laws. He wouldn't be able to figure out what the evidence was if you asked him to. Let me see it.
Oh,
Yeah. Does the company recommend going to a piercer?
Yes.
Okay. I was just talking on the last interview how reading is fundamental.
Even in my job, a lot of the stuff, even for people who do my job, usually don't read the manual, and I'm like, that's the number one thing you should be doing.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
they're usually like, Michael, how do you know so much? I was like, I read the
I
manual.
read it.
That's it.
This is not an implant.
Oh, that's a keychain detector thing. You could put that on like the readers, so you can see what kind of reader it is. But to me, it's not gonna. Really
So
matter.
this is because I was reading it. This is for you to use when you're looking for.
So I can put that on my keys and like put it against the reader, so I know if it's low frequency or high frequency.
And is this like a key code?
Yeah, that's the same thing as that, but it's a card shape instead of a chip shape. This is gonna help me know what orientation my hand has to be.
Okay, so these things we can keep in the box. Those are for you. Now for this, it looks like all this is sterile. I will spray it again with some Maticide just to be sure. Yeah. So what is this for?
So essentially, I'm going to program that to be an access control card for any door that requires normally like a badge you badge to get in. But there's going to be some companies that I'm going to be working for where I'm going to be doing, essentially what they call is physical penetration testing, where they have someone like me, a hacker, who's going to go and try and break into your building. And I'm going to use skills set of that of a locksmith and a hacker. So I'm going to use like all the technology that a hacker would normally use and the skill set of what everything a locksmith would use. And I used to be a locksmith prior.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting transition.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but you wouldn't think about it.
Yeah, and then essentially what it is a lot of businesses, since they're so busy, they usually just hand you a guest pass, but it has limited access. And then they'll, if you need access to key security areas, which I'm going to be breaking into anyway, you would normally have to ask for like a officer to escort you, but I'm going to try and access those areas without the officer. So I'm going to clone a badge that does have access to one of those rooms that I'm not supposed to go into, put it in my hand, so I can use the guest badge as if like when they're recording me on camera in the hallway, it's going to look as if I use the guest badge to get in, but I really use my hand chip to get in. I'm going to hold it like that.
Because I was wondering, like, is this just to save like the split second of pulling the chip out, like the card out? But that makes sense.
And then, so if I get in trouble, it's like, oh, the reader or something must be defective, because nobody really understands technology.
That's crazy, and that would be hard to like not only defend against, like right there.
Yeah, like more so like right here.
Like that.
Okay. I've seen the needle go in like there. It's gonna rest there. It goes like right here.
Yeah, kind of come from down. I saw him like
kind of down
like a dermal. Yeah, they squeezed it and come from like down and put it up.
Yep.
Got you. This for after. So are these like Fortune 500 companies, or like why is their cybersecurity so serious?
It's usually they want to make sure that their front end security, that is making sure they're actually properly guarding the building, and everyone is following their security guidelines to make sure that they can have security insurance because everyone's following their security guidelines. So we basically test their physical security, making sure that everyone's doing and following the rules and behaving as if they should. Because if someone catches me, then they're following
they're doing the right thing.
But if I don't get caught, I make a report.
So that's why you you have to stay up to date. Like how you said you watch the hackers. Like you do have to stay up to date to even know that that's a thing, to be able to catch it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is on, Payne? I wonder if you can see it. Is it in here?
Yeah, supposedly it's already in there.
All right, well, give that a couple seconds.
Yeah, so this is gonna hurt like a bitch, even though I've had blood drawn from my hand before because they couldn't find a vein before. So.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt. It's probably gonna be pretty quick though.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be bad. Honestly, when you send at first, like, so it sounds kind of crazy, but when you send me the video, it's like, oh, this is just what I do, just different. Like, even the dude who taught me how to pierce, he did he had me do a piercing on him right here for fucking no reason, because he just wanted to. But it's like the same process, except for it's inserted. There's nothing for you to necessarily, because piercings are about the visual aspect, like being able to see the jewelry or whatever. This one's
functional.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister has pierced almost everything on her body before, and even her, she's like, "That's a big ass needle. Would never put a big ass needle like that in my hand."
It's large. It doesn't say what gauge it is, but this is a pretty big fucking needle. This right here is actually one of the same brands that we use. Deal Med, my tongue depressors, sterilized by them. So I know they're good. All right, let's do it. So this bandage just looks like it's for after. So I'll put it in, I'll wrap it with this, and I'll put the Band-Aid on there. Okay. You're gonna wanna change that for yourself.
Yeah.
I would assume kind of the same as a piercing, like a couple times a day. Maybe if you're doing something, you're sweating, maybe right after that, just keep it as clean as you can.
Yeah.
Turn your hand this way. And go do it right there.
I like to look away because I feel like it feels less painful if I don't look at it.
You know, we hear it both ways. Some people think it's worse. Some people think it's the same. All right, you ready? Deep breath. And let it out. All right. There we have it. We're gonna assume that it's something that we're not allowed to see.
Yeah.
It was like a pop, so I'm assuming that was like
They usually say it's a loud pop.
It would make sense. I mean, obviously it's an intelligent company, so we're gonna take some assumptions. I put it into the length of this, put it in, let it go. Gonna put your gauze over your wound here. I don't know how. You can't feel it. I don't know how high up it is.
But you're good.
Yeah. There you have it, folks.
Yeah, why would it not? It's
No,
the hand.
you should see how big this hole is. That's the crazy part. It looks like, come here, come look at it. It looks like when you do a dermal before you put the jewelry in, but like deeper. Yeah, you're gonna wanna keep, matter of fact, take a video. You're definitely gonna wanna keep it bandaged because it's gonna take longer.
How would you like? What kind of medicine would you put on the bandage, or would you just do a dry dressing?
So I always recommend Bactine. It has lidocaine in it, and
Oh,
it's
like that spray that you had out there with the green
yeah,
bottle?
yeah, with the green bottle. It's what I just
thing.
use. So after I did it, I don't like putting alcohol, so I just use that. It has some alcohol in it, but it's basically just a medical grade cleanser. And then it has lidocaine, so if it's bothering you, you spray that on there, it kind of eases it up a little bit. I always recommend that. I wouldn't go saline solution, which is usually for piercings, on this just because it's super deep. So you want something a little bit more medical grade.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bactine, Bactrim is I think the like official term. So anything along that lines, that's what I would
I
say.
have this one prescription for something, I forget what it's called. I can look it up on my phone after we're done. But it's essentially for the nose piercing I got. It's like some kind of stuff you can only get as a prescription. It's like kind of gel. I can't remember.
I would probably know what it was if you told me, but yeah, I mean, something like that, it sounds like if it's something you got to prescribe, it's usually better. It's working stronger.
It's like for staph.
Oh, so it's just an antibiotic. I don't think you would need that unless you have issues.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so if you see like any like, this is gonna close fast. So this right here, there's nothing in it. What's in it is out here. So this is gonna close up like within the next couple of days. But if it hurts or if you do see any like colored pus or anything coming out of it, then I would switch to something like that.
Gotcha.
And then that'll probably stop so you don't have to maybe take oral antibiotics. That's probably what that's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had an infected tattoo and that shit. You'll know. If you
oral
need it, you'll
antibiotics,
know.
Though, in case I do need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think you will. This is like a small. I'm actually gonna use a smaller Band-Aid because this is a lot.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna get you a few of these too.
But I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but this is a Flipper Zero. This is one we use to program it.
Yeah, I was wondering what it's for. So you do it.
So this is like a hacker Swiss Army knife. Like you can do a lot of things. Everything you could ever want to do as a hacker, this thing can do. And then it also has it's where you can attach accessories in this header port here. So you can technically, if you wanted to hack a car and reprogram it to add a key, and you can buy a blank key fob offline, even if it's keyless entry for like
when you get the car and you said you were a locksmith, so I know you know the big thing and they plug it in. Yeah, so it's like that. But
yeah, there's an attachment I can get that'll plug into the top port if I wanted to do something like that. Because this wasn't initially designed to do that. This was initially designed for like all access control purposes, maybe some Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Even has IC, which they use in Russia.
What is it?
So some apartments here in Houston, I've seen it. They have this little button thing that is a key fob that looks like there's like a little metal round button at the end of the key fob that you have to touch the metal contacts on the door.
Oh, and it's like the little gray thing that shit never works.
No, that is like a button that you click. This one just looks like some kind of hearing aid battery on the end of a plastic stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing.
I can show you a picture if you want.
Man.
But the other thing that this does,
it's crazy the things.
If you've ever gone to a toll booth, you know you have to pay before you open the swing arm, and it lets you through so you can go. That happens a lot. You have to pay like Use like $5-10, especially in parking around Houston.
You just use that and you go right through it?
So they send the same wireless signal all the time. So I can just clone the signal and just replay the signal. And then it'll just open the gate.
How do you know? Do you have to time it to be able to clone the signal? Like, how do you
So
know that
if
the
I haven't
signal's
been to
going
that
out?
gate particularly, I don't have a saved key for it. So what I'll do is I'll just drive behind another car, wait for them to pay. I'll have it listening for the signal that gets played. And then when the door opens, I'll just press stop and then I'll just replay it.
That's crazy. Now I feel like I need to have some of these skills. Just in case.
And then I do know that this can open pretty much a lot of garage doors. This has like a brute force key if you don't know the actual key. But if you have someone who has the actual key, what you can do is you just follow them, whatever garage door they're opening with the whatever remote, have it listening for that person. When it opens for them, then you can just press stop and then just replay.
So once you use that to program this, can you do those things with just this?
Once I tell this what card to emulate or whatever, I can read from whatever card and then tell it that this now becomes whatever card that I read.
Well, shit.
And I can save hundreds of thousands of cards on this thing, so I can just be like, boop, boop, boop.
Oh, you can just swap. So you, what's his name? You Ben 10 around this motherfucker. Okay, I see. Well, shit, I appreciate you coming through, man. Let me do this. I think I'm gonna add it to the list of things that I do now. Cause honestly, it was pretty easy. You got my number. I would want to know if you do have any issues. Just text me, just so like you kind of see what's going on.
I can seem to move my hand. I don't seem to have any issues. So
yeah, it went in pretty easy. It seems like it's like they figured out how it's supposed to go, type thing. So they really sent you the whole kit. Like,
yeah, everything you need should be in there.
I would try to do it myself. Honestly, they sent the surgical drapes.
Yeah, and this was only cost me like 150 plus shipping.
For everything or just for that?
150 for this. This was 120 plus 20 plus shipping.
Man, this company, I wonder if the company was started by people that are in.
And what I like about this one, I was waiting until they put the light LED in it because I want it to light up so I know if the reader read my hand or not. I don't want to just guess, oh, and then it opens.
Oh, so they've been out already?
Yeah, they've been out since for like 20
That's why it says
years.
blue.
Yeah.
Oh, 20 plus years?
Yeah. It's just that some of the other chips they had beforehand, the reason why I didn't want to get it is because they had one chip, it was like for low frequency, and then you'd use your other hand for the high frequency. This one has both chips, and then I was waiting for it to have LED because they had LED for like NFC, which is that the high frequency, and then RFID for the low frequency. They had separate chips, and then they're like, hey, we added LEDs to them, so now you can tell whenever the reader is not working properly or if it's your chip. And so if this lights up and the door still doesn't open, the reader is the problem with the door and not my chip because it read the chip. So I can quickly troubleshoot things, like a nice
because that's gonna take some time if you have to figure out.
And I liked blue more than they had white, blue, or green. I don't know if I would be able to see white in daylight.
Probably
and
not.
it would probably look more red because of the skin. But, I mean, because I like red.
Oranges.
But I don't want to risk not being able to see it. So I got blue, which will look more purple with the red skin.
Yeah, and it'll also look like a vein popping out.
Basically.
Like more natural. Well, shit, Michael, I appreciate you coming through. This is something I'm gonna have to look into a little bit more. But yeah, just let me know if you have anything that goes on with it, or if you do some fly shit, you want to send a video, I'll fucking post it. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued with this.
All right.
But yeah, appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate you.
For sure.
But you think we could do the septum piercing too?
Oh, I forgot. Of course we could do it.